One of the coolest team-ups with arguably the best name, Shang, Tsung, and Quan make up the Deadly Alliance and have joined forces in all three of the current timelines that we've seen so far.
You will never win.
In the first timeline, they nearly conquered the realms in the game that shares their name.
Mortal Kombat has always been, and always will be. For millennia, the forces of good and evil have been locked in eternal battle over the control of Earthrealm. Some seek to use the tournament to destroy all that is good. Others seek vengeance, power, or eternal life. Time after time, each individual threat has been vanquished, and Earthrealm has enjoyed relative peace for many years. But there is concern that Earth is once again in peril. And this time, the threat of evil has two faces. It is now known that the sorcerer Quan has escaped from the Netherrealm. Since his escape, Quan has unlocked the secret of the ancient runestone, discovered the ancient undefeatable army of the long-forgotten Dragon King, and most disturbing of all, formed an alliance with one of our deadliest enemies, Shang Tsung. With their combined strength, they plotted to overpower the only two beings who could prevent their total domination of the two realms. The first was the Emperor of Outworld, Shao Kahn. In a false show of allegiance, they sprung their attack. They then traveled to Earthrealm by way of a mystical portal known only to sorcerers and deities. There, they confronted Earth's mightiest warrior and champion of Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang. It has been Shang Tsung's desire to consume the soul of Earthrealm's greatest warrior. With Quan Chi's assistance, he achieved this goal. Liu Kang is dead. They have since returned to Outworld and are using the souls of conquered warriors to resurrect the Dragon King's undefeatable army. Should they succeed, they will have the means to conquer Outworld and eventually Earthrealm. They will be unstoppable. I can no longer stand idly by and watch this evil consume the world. I have relinquished my status as Elder God to return to Earth and lead you all to battle against our old adversaries. We must act now. We must stop this deadly alliance.
The Deadly Alliance was so dominant that they nearly defeated everyone that stood against them, up until the event of one of the very best openings in all of fighting game history.
It was not by chance that this struggle came to be. The blame falls squarely upon my shoulders for giving evil the chance it needed, and therefore fulfilling an ancient prophecy. Raiden's Earthrealm champions had failed to stop the Deadly Alliance from fully resurrecting the mummified army of the Dragon King. In the end, only Raiden himself stood between Earthrealm and total destruction. Defying the Elder God's wishes, He alone challenged Quan and Shang Tsung in mortal combat, Earthrealm's last hope for freedom. Raiden fought well against the two sorcerers, and it seemed as though victory was at hand. But the combined might of Quan Chi and Shang Tsung proved to be overwhelming, even for a thunder god. Raiden was defeated. The Deadly Alliance had won. Their victory was short-lived. As suspicion and lust for power overcame both Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, the former allies turned on each other. The Deadly Alliance was no more. Quan Chi defeated Shang Tsung and reveled in his conquest. But it is said that there is only one true ruler of Outworld. And that ruler had returned. Former Emperor of Outworld, the Dragon King. The prophecy had been fulfilled. The Dragon King had indeed returned to Outworld to reclaim his army and impose his dominance. Death awaited all who stood in his way. And so it was that a new alliance was formed out of desperation. Sworn enemies joined forces to combat a greater threat. Raiden began to realize that even their combined might was not enough to defeat the Dragon King. There was only one chance left. Raiden's sacrifice was in vain, for the blast had little effect on the Dragon King. Now Onaga has what he needs to shape the realms as he sees fit. I was the fool who brought him this power. Only I can destroy this threat, born of deception.
After Raiden reset history, they only teamed up briefly in the second timeline, but they worked together nonetheless in the Outworld tournament.
Raiden, put forth a worthy champion, if you can.
Perhaps you are meant to be the victor.
Shang Tsung and Quan. No Earthrealm war can stop this deadly alliance.
On that, we agree.
During the third timeline, despite being depowered by Fire God Liu Kang, they managed to find each other and team up to unknowingly assist in destroying the realms.
We found Shang Tsung, but he got away. I can see why you're twitchy about him. He's neck deep in some serious shit.
Rest, eat, then we will discuss.
Can I also get a martini? Shaken, not stirred? I'm sorry. Meet the newest members of the Earthrealm players. We wouldn't have made it back without them.
Astra and Syzoth.
You know us?
As Earthrealm's protector, there is much I know.
Do you also know of my former master, Quan? He colludes with Shang Tsung.
A new deadly alliance? Come, all of you. You must tell me all you know.
Well, so much for that martini.
Shang Tsung and Quan again conspire against Earthrealm? What Johnny and Kenshi report should not be possible. You witnessed how I rewrote history. I gave the sorcerers meaningless lives. They should have never gained power, let alone joined forces.
And your work was flawless. Such would their lives have been, had someone not interfered.
Interfered? What do you mean?
Both sorcerers were visited by this person. It is her intervention that bent the arcs of their lives.
Who is she?
Unknown. Her identity has been obscured from the hourglass.
Who could have that power? Is it Kronika? Somehow resurrected?
Impossible. Titans once destroyed cannot be revived.
Then someone else must have survived the previous timeline. Someone with a vendetta against me.
It is the only plausible theory.
Are we parting ways? Or remaining partners?
I haven't decided.
I had hoped our alliance would be more... deadly.
All in good time, Shang Tsung.
What are your thoughts on the Deadly Alliance? Are they the most formidable duo in all of Mortal Kombat history? Or does that go to a team like the Shaolin Monks or Fire and Ice, Scorpion and Sub-Zero? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far in the video, you can
Acknowledge me!
by hitting the like button. This is a small act for you, but this allows for videos like this to get more attention, and it is very much appreciated. You can hit confirm that into the subscribe button and join
The dozens
of ShinFit subscribers. I post regularly, and I do a lot of live streams as well as community posts, so to make sure that you catch everything as it comes out, go ahead and hit that sub button. If you're into gaming content, there's a video on screen now that I'm sure you're gonna love, but more importantly than everything else, don't get beat up out there.